Hello everyone. Tonight I'm going to cook salmon, but what I'm going to do is prep it. I'm going to get it prepped and I'm going to prep it for 24 hours, but I'm actually not going to cook it tonight. I'm going to cook it tomorrow. But I'm going to let it prep for 24 hours. I'm going to put it in a Ziploc freezer bag and I'm going to put all the ingredients in there. I'm actually going to do 2 large slices of the salmon, so I'm going to cut the salmon up. And other pieces I'm going to put it in little sandwich bags and put it in a freezer bag and freeze it. So this is all the ingredients that you're going to need. So you're going to need, and this also you can use it for chicken or you can use it for salmon. So you're going to do the chicken breast. So you're going to need a half cup of lemon juice. And you're going to need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And you're going to need 2 teaspoons of lemon pepper. And you're going to need 1 teaspoon of dry basil. And you're going to need 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. And then you're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which you can use whatever salt you want. And you're going to need 1 large lemon, thinly sliced. And then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, which I'm going to use the dry flake, so it's optional. You can use fresh or you can use the dried. I'm going to use the dry because that's all I have right now. So, and what I'm going to do is just slice the salmon up in pieces that I think is big enough for us to have, and I'm going to put them in the bag. And also I'm going to mix all the ingredients up in a bowl and pour it over into the bag, and I'm going to let it sit. You can let it sit, also you can let it sit for like 30 minutes, or you can let it sit overnight, and I'm going to do mine overnight because I'm going to cook the salmon tomorrow. So what I mean by letting it sit overnight, I'm going to leave it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. I'm not going to leave it out. I had to clear that up. I don't want anybody to think I'm going to leave it out. But yeah, it's going to sit in the refrigerator overnight, and all them ingredients and everything is going to get in there really good. So when you go to bake it in the oven, it's going to be really, really nice and tender. And also, I'm super excited tonight because my sister Linda, she's here helping me prepare everything tonight. And I really appreciate her coming and spending a little time with me, and I really appreciate it. So, thank y'all.
Hello, everyone.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the half cup of lemon juice in here. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to put 2 of the teaspoons of the lemon pepper. Put 1 teaspoon of the dry basil. And 1 teaspoon of the dry oregano. Put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. grams of freshly chopped parsley, which mine is dry. As you can see, this salmon is really a beautiful piece of salmon. Even the skin on the other side is really tough. That's a good salmon. So I'm gonna cut like steak size salmon is what I'm doing. And these are gonna be the two that I'm gonna use to marinate. I'm gonna do another one like that. So I got the salmon cut up. So I think this big old salmon, we're going to get about 3 meals out of this salmon for me and my husband. So we usually eat a piece each, and then we always have a side with it. So I already put our 2 pieces for tonight. I'm going to marinate to let it sit overnight. And the other ones I'm going to put in small sandwich bags, and I'm going to put them into a large freezer bag. That way I can keep them, so each meal that we want to take, we just take 2 of them out at a time. And that way, if you put them in a sandwich bag, single ones in a sandwich bag, and then put it in one big gallon freezer bag. That way they help keep it from getting freezer burnt, and you can take out however many pieces you want to take. Like if you want to take 1 or 2 out, you can. Alright, so I got one already bagged up in the sandwich bag. I'm going to put these in a big freezer bag. And you can already buy them like that, but this here, I just bought the whole salmon at Sam's Club, and it was a good deal on it. It's a really nice piece of salmon. Most of the time when we have a party, we do 2 of these salmons like that. I would cut it up and we'll marinate it and stuff like that. So, really good. And Linda over here, she cooks salmon for her husband and stuff too. So they really enjoy it. Also, I buy the big packs of chicken breast like that, and I do it the same way too. Because it's just me and my husband, so it's a lot easier. We can just take 2 out at a time or whatever. And we can thaw it out that morning, and then when we get home, it's ready, you know. So it's a lot easier for us. So I got the 2 beautiful pieces of salmon out here. I'm going to put them down in this bag. Put them down in there like that. And I'm going to start pouring all the stuff down in there. move all the flavors around on it and mix it around in there. Make sure it's covered really good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the slices of lemon on top of them. That'll help it set up. So you can see the salmon down in there. Now this marinade is going to really give it a good flavor. It's going to make this salmon pop. You've never seen a salmon pop until you've seen this salmon pop. It's going to be really good. Alright, so the next step is going to be tomorrow when I'm going to bake the salmon. So I'm going to leave it in the refrigerator overnight and let it marinate. Alright, so I'm going to put it down in this pan here. So I can put it in the refrigerator. And this is what we're doing. And leave it overnight. And well, we're trying to do a little bit more healthier choices for dinner and stuff. Me and my husband. So I'm trying different ways with salmon and different kinds of vegetables and stuff, trying to make stuff a little bit more healthier for us, you know. And me and him, we're really busy. We work a lot, so we don't have much time. So that's why I try to do little quick meals and stuff that we can do, and we do it together. It's always healthy for you and your partner, or husband and wife, or whatever, you know, cook together, because that way you have that time you can bond. You have that bonding time that you can have time together with each other, and that way you can work as a team, and you can do teamwork together as a husband and wife, you know, or husband and husband, or partner and partner, boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever, you know, however, either way. And it's always good. And always remember that families that pray together stay together. Families that eat together and pray together, it's even healthier. It's very healthy. Even if you don't have time through the week, at least do it on the weekend. Try to spend a little time with each other on the weekend, and try to cook together, or cook together with your family or your kids or whatever you like, you know. It's very healthy. So you can get healthy food, and also get healthy for the soul, you know, for each other. So I hope the ingredients and everything y'all can understand, because I got a real southern twang to my little speech, so I don't know if you can really understand or not, but I hope so. And also on the video, I'm gonna post up the ingredients at the beginning of the video, so you can see it. You can always put it on pause and write down what you need to write or whatever, you know. But when I bake it tomorrow, I'll record it and you'll see it. Alright, so the salmon that I have left over, I'm gonna put it in the oven. I mean in the oven, in the freezer bag. Lord, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer bag. I'm gonna put it in the freezer. That way I put the date, and I put 4 salmon on there. That way I know it's a salmon. And that way when we make another one, we can do it again. I can just bring out 2 pieces, and then have 2 pieces left. So I figured for the side dish for the salmon, I'm going to do broccoli and rice. That's going to be our side dish. So I let the salmon marinate overnight, and I'm getting ready to put it here in the oven here shortly. And I'm going to do the broccoli. The broccoli, the way I do mine, I'll take and slice it up into little pieces, and then I'll put it in the pot over here to boil. And add a little bit of salt. Normally I don't like to add salt, nothing, but in the broccoli I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And I'm going to add some butter in the water to help boil it. To help give it flavor. The salmon looks really good where it's been sitting marinating overnight. And I went ahead and got the oven set for 400. I'm going to put the salmon in there for 400. And pretty much what I do, I just kind of keep an eye on it, make sure it don't get too done, because you want it to be kind of tender like. So with the broccoli, I'm going to add a little bit of salt to the water. And then I'm going to put 2 spoons of butter. That way your broccoli have a little bit of butter flavor in it. And also the way I do it, I kind of boil the broccoli. And then after I boil the broccoli, I drain it real good. And I put it in a microwave bowl. And I kind of put the broccoli, like I put some down, and then I put butter, and then I put more broccoli, and I put it in the microwave, and I kind of steam it. So you kind of get the steam effect to the broccoli. So you see I got the broccoli in the pan, in the pot boiling. So I put about 2 spoons of butter in there, and maybe a quarter salt. Quarter spoon of salt. Oh, I got the salmon, so I've been letting the salmon marinate overnight. Let's see what the second look like. Oh yeah. That looked really nice. So I'm going to put all the juices in the thing. Let it cook with it. Here's the salmon. This one has been sitting overnight, marinating overnight. This broccoli I got it boiling. I got the oven already preheated to 400, so I'm getting ready to put the salmon in there. So the broccoli is almost done. It's almost tender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it over into a microwave safe bowl. I'm going to put half, and then I'm going to put butter, and I'm going to put more on top. And I'm going to put a lid on and put it in the microwave for a few minutes. Maybe like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And then that way it kind of gives it, that butter kind of steams into the broccoli. And also I want to wish all the mothers out here a happy Mother's Day. So now I'm just transferring it into the microwave bowl. You can see it's cooked pretty tender. I'm gonna add some butter in there. You can also do the healthier butter too. I just don't have any on hand right now. So it's like I just kind of spread the butter around in there a little bit. And this amount I got right here is 2 of the crowns of the broccoli. A little bit more butter. Also, if you want to add cheese to it, you can do that too. That would be really cool. Probably taste really good too. Alright, just gonna put the butter on top. Then I'm gonna put the lid on there. Then I'm gonna put it in the microwave for a few minutes. Alright, so I took it out of the microwave. Just remember to use something to get it out because it's gonna be really hard. So there it is. And just give it a little stir. And then you're gonna have your broccoli and everything with the butter in there. And it's gonna be, now the broccoli's gonna have a really good butter flavor. So that's really good. So I'm just gonna put the lid back on there. Wait for the salmon to get done. Got the jasmine rice ready too. So I think the salmon's not quite done yet. It needs a few more minutes, probably another 10 minutes more. So the salmon is done. Looks really, really delicious. Alright, everything's plated up and done. As my husband said, there you have it.